Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I was inspired to share my bedroom with you guys. Recently I have gone through and decluttered and really downsized my bedroom. Everything from my perfumes to my handbags to my shoes to the stuff that's on my dresser. I was starting to feel very overwhelmed and I really needed to get back to my quote-unquote minimalist roots. Now, before I get into today's bedroom tour, I wanted to give a little disclaimer that I feel needs to be made because every time I use the term minimalist, undoubtedly there is somebody out there in the audience who really wants to, they just cannot wait to jump in and tell you that you are actually not living a certain type of life, or you don't do this or this enough to be considered minimalist. And I want to say that I believe that minimalism is a spectrum. There's many different levels of being minimalist, and I am not an essential minimalist. I am not a person who only has the bare necessities or the lowest amount of things that you need to survive. I am somebody who likes to have fewer, better things and remove all the clutter and the chaos from my life so that I can focus on the things that truly bring me joy. And to me, that is what minimalism is. So what you see is what you get when you're in my house. I do not have storage rooms. I do not have seasonal decor sitting away somewhere in a garage. What you see in my house is very much what you get. And to me, I think that that is drastically different from, I would say, 80 to 90% of the world who has overflowing garages, overflowing basements, overflowing drawers. So to me, that is what minimalism is for me personally. And so I'm really excited to share my bedroom tour with you guys. It was just something I was really inspired to do today because my bedroom was recently cleaned and organized, and it was just in such a beautiful, pristine shape, and the sun was shining, and it was just a beautiful day, and I really wanted to share it with you. So if you're interested in seeing my updated bedroom tour, maybe you've never been to this channel before, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Alithia. I would love if you would consider sticking around and subscribing. If you like this video at all, give it a like, and let's get into my bedroom tour. All right, so welcome to my bedroom yet again. I feel like I do an updated bedroom tour like every few months, which I probably do, but things change and I have done a lot of decluttering, so I wanted to share with you guys the update. Okay, so first I'll just give you like a quick pan around my room and then we'll go into the little details. And this room is considerably less echoey than the office, so I don't have to worry about the sound being all echoey. That's really about it. Nothing too crazy. That's my room. So where do we begin? Okay, let's start over on the left side of the room. So when you first walk in, I guess the main thing that you see is the bed, but to your left, you have my mirror, which I always tell you guys, I know it looks so funny because it's not a proper standing mirror. It's just from Walmart. It was $10 and I just have it on a little bucket because I want it to be higher off the ground, and otherwise it's not high enough and I don't like the look of it mounted on the wall. And I just really like that mirror. I don't know why. I just keep going back to it. So I know it looks a little bit haphazard, but that's the way that I have it. And then to the right of that, we have my dresser. So this dresser I've had since I moved in, for those of you who are new, was a little bit pricey, but it's a really beautiful dresser, and I also have the matching nightstand. If you can't tell, my whole theme for my entire house is white, gray, neutral, maybe a little bit of blush pink, a little bit of neutral tones, gold, silver, off-white. That's pretty much it. Mostly gray and white is my theme. And on top of the dresser, I don't have a whole lot. I did have it a little bit more cluttered. I did have a tray here and it held the flowers, and sometimes I would put little things on it, but I got rid of the tray because I find that when you have extra trays sitting around, it's just more stuff to collect dust, and it's something else that you feel like you need to be decorating. So the fewer surfaces you have, the less clutter you have in general. And then right now I'm burning, I believe this one is called Cozy Cashmere. This is from Bath & Body Works, and this candle smells so good, you guys. It smells like kind of freshly washed linen, but very cozy and like, yeah, linen-y, a little bit vanilla. It smells like cashmere, like any cashmere perfume or candle you've ever smelled before. That's what this smells like. It smells so good. Super clean, super neutral, not too strong, not gourmand, not like neutral for seasons. You can use it for any season. I just really love it. And the flowers that I have beside that are some faux, I think these are peonies, and this was from Winners Home Sense Marshalls. And they're just in a little vase. I think they're really pretty. And on the right of the dresser, I have my jewelry organizer. This is from Umbra, and I got it from Amazon, and I will link it down below if anybody's interested. So I've kind of decided to cap my jewelry collection where it's at the moment. I don't want any more jewelry unless it's gifted to me from like a family member or something. But I really don't want that much jewelry. I don't need that much jewelry, you guys. So I have a few pieces up here that were gifted to me in the past from Ana Luisa. This one I purchased from, I don't remember where I purchased that, some clothing store. These ones though, however, are like good quality and they're gold plated. I really like them. I have a couple necklaces that were gifted to me from Ana Luisa. I have a couple of pearl bracelets. I have a bracelet from Tiffany's that was a gift from my boyfriend a few years back now. Very special to me, needs to be cleaned. I have 4 watches. This one needs to be signed. It's signed. This one needs to be sized. It's brand new. It is a Rosefeld watch. Rosefield. And it's just a little bit too big for me, but I think it's really pretty and I just have to get it sized. This way I have lots of different tones of metal: rose gold, yellow gold, and silver. So something to wear with every outfit. And I don't really feel like I need any more watches. This Michael Kors one I've had forever. Like I've had this watch the longest. And then down below I have just my rings and a couple pairs of earrings. So the rings were gifted to me in collaborations in the past with Ana Luisa. I really like them because they're very simple, very minimal. They're very well made. And you can stack them and you can mix and match and they're just gorgeous. 1 pair of diamond earrings from my boyfriend and 1 pair of little like floral studs that I found at a drugstore actually. So really nothing too fancy when it comes to the jewelry. And then to the right of that, I have some rings. These were gifted to me from my mom. So these were very special. This is her birthstone. This one just says mom on it. I actually gave this to her. I gave this to her quite a few Christmases ago and she wanted me to have it. So I have that. And this one here was my grandmother's wedding band. So these are very special to me. And then this here is very, very special. And I have to be careful with it because it's delicate. This is a Timex. This was my grandmother's watch many, many, many years ago. This is an extremely, extremely old antique watch. How beautiful is that, you guys? It's very dainty and very small and very, very well made. And I don't intend to wear it because I think it's just too fragile. The pin has actually already fallen out. One of the pins has already fallen out and I had to fix it. But it's just so beautiful and so special. So that was my dad's mother's watch. Very, very pretty. And then above the dresser, I have a couple of pictures. And of course, it does have some of my favorite stuff. It's got some of my favorite fashion houses, and it's got a bottle of Chanel No. 5 perfume, which is so pretty, and a diptyque candle and some lipstick. And then beside that, we have a photo frame, framed piece of canvas, and this says, "Have a mind that is open to everything and attached to nothing." And I want to say that's, I don't know if that's Wayne Dyer. I don't know who said that. Was it Wayne Dyer or was it Deepak Chopra? I really do like those types of quotes because I find them very motivational and very calming and relaxing. And that is really about it for the dresser. So I try not to keep too much on it because I think it's just a lot nicer that way. If we keep things clean and clear, it really helps calm me and put me in like a zen zone if I don't have too much stuff around. That's about it for the dresser. And then in here I just have clothing and not too much in there. I won't show you that today. So to the right of the dresser, we do have the bed, and I really love my bed as a whole, except I feel like I need new bedding. So I love the headboard. The headboard is like this off-white ivory tufted headboard, which is so pretty. I know some people think that they're like outdated now, but it's very much my style and my vibe. I love how like pillowy soft it looks and how it looks like just this big tufted like cushiony marshmallow. I just think it looks so pretty, and it looks good with both gray and white bedding. And I think I'm actually going to go get some gray bedding from somewhere. I've been looking at some pieces from Amazon, and I think I'm actually going to get like a gray pin tuck bedding set, and I'm not sure if I want to go with a duvet cover or a comforter. You guys let me know what you think would look best, but it's going to be like a light neutral gray bed set. And just because this duvet is very, very old and it has almost no fluff left to it, so this is a duvet and a duvet cover. And what I really like about it is it's easy to maintain and you can wash it. You can just take it off, throw it in the wash. And I do wash my bedding about once a week. It is forever accumulating cat hair, so you'll notice that there is cat hair on here, but I swear I clean this thing every single day. Like, I vacuum it, I wipe it, and my cat loves sleeping on my bed. So it's one of those things that if you have a cat, you're just never going to completely get rid of the cat hair. It just is what it is. And the set was from Amazon, by the way, the duvet cover set. It's a very, very soft, like microfiber type of material, and I love it, and I've had it for years. And then we've got a couple of Euro pillows. These Euro pillows are from HomeSense. HomeSense, Winners, Marshalls, one of the three, and it did come as a package, and I no longer have the rest of the bedding. I kind of wish I would have kept it because it repelled cat hair better, but I just kept the Euro pillows because I really think that it looks very pretty and adds some texture, and I like mixing and matching different textures. We've got my silk pillowcases that are amazing. I would never go back to not having silk pillowcases, you guys. They're so good for your skin and your hair. And then we've got like this other texture with the Euro pillows, and then I have a faux fur throw pillow in the front. So we've got lots of different texture going on, and I really like that. And the bed frame that I have was $150 for a queen mini. I think I got this like 3 or 4 years ago, you guys. I absolutely love it. It allows for a little bit of storage or airflow underneath the bed, which I really like. I prefer that to having a solid box spring. The mattress is an incredible mattress. I get such a good night's sleep on it, you guys, and it's called the Zenith Green Tea Memory Foam Mattress. It's from Amazon. It's very affordable. Highly recommend. I've been using this mattress now for I think 3 years, maybe 4 years, and I love it. I get such a good night's sleep. Everybody says it is so comfortable, so I really, really recommend it. It would be okay to have a couple of photos above the bed, but I kind of think that the 2 above the dresser are enough. And again, I like to keep things just very free of visual clutter, because the more visual clutter that you have, the more your brain has to process, the less relaxed you can be. I like things to be very zen and very calming, and I think that that is the vibe that my bedroom gives at the moment, and I really like that, especially in a place where you're trying to sleep. The less you have around you to distract you, the better. And to the right of the bed, we do have my nightstand. So again, nothing has changed with the nightstand. It's exactly the same as the last time I did my bedroom tour. I did, however, donate my books because I kept telling myself I was going to read them, and I never read them. And one thing about having clutter or having stuff around is that you tell yourself, you make excuses for why you're going to keep something. And especially with books, we always do this. We keep books and we say, oh, I'm going to read it one day. I'm going to read it one day. And one day never comes. And then every time you look at the item, you're sitting there feeling guilty that you haven't read it. So I was tired of looking at them. I was tired of pulling them out, thinking I was going to read them, putting them back. And I had them for months and months and months. Finally, I just donated them, because there's just no point in holding on to stuff that you're not using. And then I do have a photo album under there that has a whole bunch of pictures from mine and my boyfriend's vacations the first ones we ever went on together. So it's really nice. And that's it. That's all I have there. And then in here is just a whole bunch of work stuff. This is kind of a mess, but it is a functional mess. I actually use everything that's there, but that really needs to be organized. But I've got a candle lighter, my sleep mask, some Vicks ointment. If I ever get a cold, Vicks Vapor Rub is amazing. I just love it, and it also makes me feel very relaxed. It reminds me of my childhood because my mom used to put Vicks Vapor Rub on me all the time. I have a half-used bottle of Bleu de Chanel, which is my boyfriend's, and it's pretty old, but he gave it to me because that way I wouldn't miss him. And I don't spray it a lot because when I spray it, it makes me miss him even more, because then I can smell him. But anyways, I really like having a bottle of Bleu de Chanel here just because it does remind me of my boyfriend, so it's quite cute. And then I just have a whole bunch of work stuff. So this is like pens, my scissors, my nursing watch. It's like so basic. Yeah, most basic nursing watch ever. But you know what? This battery never dies, you guys, and it has military time, and it has a second hand, and that's really all you need. And then I have a lighter, lip balm. I always put lip balm on my lips at bedtime. I've got some headphones that I often use. I've got a spare phone charger just in case mine quits working. I've had that happen before. And then I have lots of pens, and I have Eucerin. I have Eucerin hand ointment. This is really good if you have dry, chapped feet or hands. This will like get rid of all of your like calluses, and it really softens your hands and stuff, and I really recommend it. So that's the Eucerin Complete Repair. I really like that. I will often put that on before I go to sleep at night. That's all I really have in that drawer. So pretty much nothing. So really what you see in my bedroom is what you get, and I work really hard to keep it that way. If things start to get cluttered, or I notice I have a lotion that I'm not using, or a lip balm that I'm not using, or a book that I'm not reading, I just get rid of it as soon as I can so that things do not start to accumulate. So on my nightstand, I don't keep much of anything. This is pretty much how it looks all the time. I pretty much never have anything on top of the nightstand except for my phone when it's charging. So I do have my phone charger here. So at night, I do have my phone sitting here because my phone is also my alarm clock, and I always put it on Do Not Disturb because I don't like to hear notifications or see notifications and dings go off when I'm trying to sleep. So yeah, on the nightstand, I just have my salt lamp. It's the same salt lamp as what's in the office. This one as well is also dimmable, and I absolutely love salt lamps. If you guys are new to my channel, then you might not have seen them before, but if you've been here for a while, you've probably seen many, many, many salt lamps in my videos because I just love them so much. I think that they're very calming and relaxing, and they really do help me have a good night's sleep. So at night when I crawl into bed, I always have my salt lamp on the lowest setting, and I keep it on for a couple of minutes, and then I switch it off and go to sleep, and I always get a really good night's sleep. And this particular one is dimmable, so you can brighten it, or you can make it really, really dim, like really dim. Like look at how beautiful that is. It's just so pretty. I just love it. And I often will keep my salt lamp on even during the day. It doesn't use much electricity, but it helps me feel very zen. It's like a small thing that I can do in my house that really helps me have a sense of calm and peace. And I just really love it. So it's just so nice. And then you can increase it a little bit. I just love it. I think it's so pretty. And then I always have a glass of water beside my bedside. This is something I started doing. I always dump this out and put new water in every night. The days I go to the gym is not a problem because I drink so much water when I go to the gym. But on the days I don't go, I often will drink more coffee and less water. So yeah, I started keeping water at the bedside, and I just really like it. I really enjoy just always having water available. So that's really nice. I always have like a big drink right before I go to sleep. And then beside that, I have a little vase of faux peonies that are from Winners Home Sense Marshalls. I've had them for a really long time, and I just really love like the metallic nature. I think it's very pretty. And that's all I have on my bedside. So nothing too crazy. I don't have any trinket trays or anything like that, but that's kind of how I like to keep it. And currently under my bed, I do have 2 small Tupperwares of perfumes that are going to be sold and or donated. I have not done the video about that yet, so that's where they're sitting for now. And that's all I have under the bed. So here's a view of the bed and the night table from the dresser area. And then coming over to the right, we do have the window. I do have an air conditioner because this place does not have central air, so I do have to have an AC running. And this AC is actually pretty good. If I leave it running, it will get the whole upstairs feeling pretty cool, so it actually works really well. And I try not to run it more than I have to because I get really weird about using electricity and stuff. I always feel like I have to conserve. I don't know why. So I only run it when I absolutely have to. My boyfriend's the opposite. He leaves it running all day, but I just feel like it sucks a lot of electricity. And I grew up without those kind of luxuries. Like when I was a kid, we never had air conditioning. We never had money for nice clothing. So I'm just so used to I'm used to having to conserve and not use a lot of stuff. So it's just like second nature. I always think to myself, money doesn't grow on trees. You know, you have to save, save, save. And then I do have some nice curtains beside the windows. And these are blackout curtains. So these I got from Walmart, I think, actually. And yeah, they are completely blackout, which is really important to me because I do work shift work. And I'm trying to work fewer nights, though. I'm trying not to work too many nights because they're really messing with my body. But in the event that I do have to sleep during the day, a blackout curtain is a must. Also a sleep mask. Blackout curtain, sleep mask, and some sort of sleeping aid is essential. And then coming over to the right side of the bedroom, we have this shelf, which I've had forever. I got this from Walmart. People always ask me where the shelf is from, I think because it looks really pretty just the way I have it decorated. But honestly, it was so affordable. It was like $110 $10 or something like that. Really, really easy to put together. I put it together myself, and it's just a basic white shelf that has 5 tiers on it. And so on the bottom, I just have a bag from Chloe, which I actually bought a pair of shoes in when I was on vacation. And I thought it was such a pretty bag that I didn't want to get rid of it. And that just holds my absolute favorite perfume backup bottles, including a couple that are discontinued. So I have Miss Dior in there, I have Armani C Intense, I have Kayali Vanilla, and I have Mon Guerlain and Armani Code Satin. So it just holds some of my perfumes that I can't get anymore, or ones that I just bought backups of because I love them so much. And then above that, I have just a few little small leather goods. I have a really pretty YSL wallet, I have a Louis Vuitton wallet, I've got a Tory Burch clutch, and I have just a really cheap beaded pearl clutch that I got from, I think, Lulu's or something like that, Fashion Nova, one of those places. Really not expensive, but I think it's really pretty. I'll show you. I love fashion, you guys. I love fashion so much. Let me know down below if you want me to do more fashion try-on hauls. I'm doing a lot of those on my other channel, but I haven't done a lot of them on this channel. But isn't this pretty? This is the prettiest thing ever. It's very basic. It's just a very simple clutch. I think it has a magnetized, where is it magnetized? Yeah. And then the back is just like canvas. So it's just very simple, but it's so pretty. And I didn't have any other like dressy, pearlized, like going out type of clutches. So I really, really like that. And then all my other handbags are in the closet. But I just think that these particular small leather goods are so pretty that I wanted them sitting out so I could appreciate them. And I also love the colors. This is like, this in a nutshell is my color palette, you guys. And then on the shelf above that, really nothing has changed at all, I don't think, since my last tour. So I have a couple of coffee table books, which are from Amazon, very, very affordable. And then I have a little container here which just holds some perfume samples not perfume samples, travel sizes. So I will be doing an updated perfume collection. That won't happen in this video, but I'll share with you what's in here when I do that video if you're interested. And I just keep that here. I think it looks really pretty, and it's a nice way to store and display my travel sizes. And then beside that, I have this cute little geometric like orb, I think is what they're called. It's a little gold orb. I think that's very pretty. And then I have a little bubble candle. This is from Amazon, also very pretty. I really like that. And then behind that, I have a Kim Kardashian perfume, and this is the KKW Body 2, I think. So it's the coconut musk vanilla one. And honestly, I don't care for the way this smells. I never wear it. I've worn it to the gym a couple of times, and I decided I didn't really like it. I mean, it doesn't smell bad. It's kind of nostalgic for me at this point because I've had it for so long. But what I really like about this perfume is the bottle. The bottle is so pretty. I love like the stone effect and how it's speckled, and I just absolutely love it. I think it's aesthetic goals. Like, it's so pretty. So I just love it. It looks great in Instagram photos as well. And then above that, I have my perfumes on a tray. And again, I'm not going to go into those in today's video. I will do that in an upcoming video. So if you guys are interested, make sure that you're subscribed and stay tuned for that. And then on the top shelf, I just have this kind of geometric terrarium. It's like a glass and gold terrarium, and I just think it's very, very pretty. And then beside that, I have another vase of flowers, which is from Marshall's Home Sense, and these are some faux roses, and they're just like a really pretty pink and cream colored rose. Nothing too special there. And then I have nothing on the top shelf, and that pretty much does it for my shelf. So I absolutely love it. I have considered getting rid of everything, not getting rid of, but like rehoming everything on that shelf and putting the small leather goods away and putting the perfumes away. But I just think that this is so functional and such a nice place to store things, and it's also so aesthetically pleasing. I just really like looking at it. So that was a really good addition to my bedroom. I've long said that I'm not a person who buys stuff just to decorate, but this is one exception. This is something that I really, really like. And I think that the bedroom needed something in that corner, and I think that's the perfect addition. So coming to the closet, I will give you a brief overview of what's in the closet, but I'm not going to go in super detail, but I have minimized this so much, you guys. The last time I did a room tour, and the last time in general that I showed you where I kept my perfumes, things have changed a lot, like a lot since then. I have taken some time. As you guys know, I haven't been on YouTube for a few weeks. I really needed to take time for myself. I will go into that more in the intro of this video and share a little bit more about that. But I really just needed to just take some time for myself and like step back and get back in touch with my roots. And my roots are very much based in less is more. And what was happening was I was accumulating so much stuff because of being gifted from companies, purchasing perfumes, buying handbags, shoes, clothing, like you name it. It was just getting out of control and was no longer making me feel fulfilled. And I one day pretty much had a day where I just was in like a fury of overwhelm, and I just decluttered everything. I did a mad declutter for like 2 days. I did nothing but declutter. I donated, I sold, I threw stuff out that wasn't sellable or wasn't giftable, and this is what I have left. So it's nothing, I mean, it's still not what some people would consider minimalist, but it's exactly what I want right now, and I use everything that I have. So here is the updated closet. I love my closet, by the way. I absolutely love it. It's this huge, like, French doors, and it's not really walk-in, but it's got a lot of space, so I really, really like it. So this is an overview of the closet from back at the bed. So as you can see, I no longer have the hooks on the inside of the door where I had a bunch of small leather goods hanging. I had a couple of like clutches and wallets hanging there, and I no longer have that. I also got rid of that tall glass shelf that I had there that held like 60 perfumes because I majorly downsized my perfume collection. It was just getting ridiculous. I didn't need that many perfumes. And I also felt that I didn't need extra storage. Like if you have to start buying storage to store your stuff, then maybe it's time to consider having less stuff. I just had a day where I was like, I don't need all this stuff, and I just got rid of it. So my shoes, I've decluttered my shoes a little bit as well, not quite as much, because the thing about, and by the way, these are all my shoes. Like these are all my shoes. I don't have shoes in boxes. I have, I think, 3 pairs downstairs. I have my gym shoes. I have some winter boots. I have sandals, and I have my work shoes. Other than that, this is like all of my other shoes. So as you can see, I do have a type, and my type is neutral. And the reason I buy so many neutrals, I know some people are like, oh, like how come you only have, tan and beige? Like that's all you have. But the thing is, if you have only neutrals, they go with everything. You never are without a pair of shoes. You can always put together an outfit, whether you want a high-heeled sandal, a low sandal, a flat, a runner. If they're all in a neutral family, they will mix and match with so many of your pieces, and you will never have a hard time styling an outfit. So that's why I have so many neutrals. I also like something that blends in with my skin tone because it elongates my leg. So there's many, many reasons why I have neutrals, but that's just a little tip or trick that I learned. And I have very little black. Black, I think, is a classic, but I just tend to wear nude way more than I wear black, but I still think there's always a time that calls for a classic black shoe. So yeah, so I've got my shoes in the closet door here on this hanger. The hanger I think is from Walmart, maybe Amazon. It's a clear hanger. I really wanted a clear one and a white one so that it would blend in and didn't stick out like a sore thumb. I think this is very pretty. This holds a lot of my shoes, and I wear all of these shoes, you guys. Some more than others, but I do wear them all, and they all have a time and a place. Let me know if you would like me to do a more thorough shoe video. And then here I have just some other ones that don't really fit in the overhead or the over door hanger. And I also have one pair of boots here. And yeah, so I did go through and I got rid of a couple pairs of shoes that I wasn't wearing, including those Sam Edelman 2-inch pumps that were like, they made me feel very old. Like they were just very like, they just didn't make me feel very good when I wore them. So even though they were kind of like functional, I never wore them and I felt very frumpy when I wore them, so I did get rid of them. So I have nothing else on the floor except the laundry hamper. And this laundry hamper I have had forever, and it's a really good hamper. It's from Walmart. I like that it's plastic because you can disinfect it. So yeah, so I really like that hamper, and it's gray. Actually, in hindsight, I probably should have got white because then it would even blend in a little bit better. And I may still switch that out and get a white hamper. And then there's nothing else on the floor. This shoe rack, by the way, was from Walmart, and then I just lined it with, this drawer liner so that the heels wouldn't fall through. And then there's nothing on the floor here. There's nothing hidden. You can actually see the baseboards back there, and a couple dust bunnies, unfortunately. And that's it for the floor area. So coming up to the right, you have all of my street clothes. So in my dresser is where I keep pajamas, underwear, lingerie, bathing suits, and also my scrubs for work. That's all in my dresser. and I actually have one drawer that's empty at the moment. So my dresser is actually quite minimal at the moment. I went through and decluttered that as well, and I apologize for not taking you guys with me, but I was just in one of those mental states where I just had to do it, and I didn't have time to film. I just went and went and went. Like, I literally was up until like 2 in the morning decluttering. So this is like the final result, and this is all my street clothes. So I have it organized from dresses to skirts to sweaters and long sleeves and one jacket. I got rid of, I think, 2 or 3 like overcoats that I wasn't wearing. And then I have short sleeves, long sleeves, camisoles, bodysuits, and then I have all my pants. So I have, I said I wasn't going to go in detail, and here I am going in detail. I have like some jeggings and a pair of black jeans. I have 3 pairs of high-waisted blue jeans, which time will tell if I wear them. One piece is skinny jeans, which I really just don't wear jeans very often. One piece is Levi's ribcage, and one pair is a high-waisted one from Dynamite that I just got that I really like. And I'm really trying to make an effort to wear jeans more often because I'm just not much of a jean person. I prefer dresses. And then I have 3 pairs of like pants. So these 2 pairs of pants are like for the office if I ever have a job interview, or if I actually work in an office or something, or I need to look like office casual for some sort of something, conference or something like that. I have those. And then I have one pair of faux leather, like tan colored pants that I think are really pretty and I love them. And then I have 3 pairs of white jeans, because if there is a pair of jeans that I do wear, it's white jeans. And that's all I have for my outerwear or like street clothing. My preference is definitely dresses and bodysuits, I think. Dresses, bodysuits, and anything high-waisted is kind of my preference. And to the left is where you will see the biggest accumulation of stuff, but that's because I have started another YouTube channel, and that channel is dedicated totally to fitness, activewear, and more clothing try-ons. So if you guys are interested in activewear, clothing try-ons, clothing hauls, you can check out that other channel. That's why I have so much activewear. So I will be doing a declutter. I have been doing a ton of purchasing, trying on. I've been gifted from some companies. I've done lots of reviews. Like, I've done so many reviews. But yeah, that's what all this activewear is from. And I will not be keeping all of this. Some of it will be being sold or donated, and I'm only going to keep my absolute favorite pieces that I wear all the time. I haven't had them long enough to know what are my favorite pieces. So it does look a little bit cluttered at the moment, and personally, I do not like the look of it. I would prefer that to be completely clear with nothing there, but it just is what it is right now. So it's functional, it's being put to use, and all of that kind of stuff. So for me, this is like a lot of clothing actually, but it's not going to be like that forever. So if you guys want to see a declutter of my activewear, I will post on my community tab with a link once I actually do that. It won't be happening for quite a while though. And then up top is where I have all of my handbags. So you will notice I have decluttered a lot of handbags. I sold a few of them. I gave a few of them away. I also just put a few of them in that bin that I didn't want to get rid of, but that needed a place to go, because I didn't want it to be so visually cluttered. If you remember, this was full, you guys. Like, you could not see the back wall, and that is not what I wanted. I wanted my handbags to be all within sight so that I could choose and see what I wanted to wear. And the truth was, I just had too many, and I was never, ever, ever going to wear all of them, because I'm very much a creature of habit. And when I go out for dinner or something like that, I just have like my go-tos. I have my favorite purses that I grab over and over. I tend to usually just use the same handbag all summer, the same handbag all winter. I switch it up depending on the occasion or if I feel kind of fancy. But like, my current obsession is, this is actually the cheapest one in my collection, one of the cheapest ones. And that is my Jacquemus. It is my Jacquemus, I think it's called Nude. I'm not sure how I'm saying it, but this is so adorable, you guys, and I love this bag so much. It goes with literally everything in my wardrobe, and I just love the little like knot loop handle. I think it is so cute. I brought this with me on vacation. It smells so good. It still smells like it's brand new, and it is holding up really well. I used this all the time when I was on vacation, and I just love it. I think it is so adorable. So adorable. So yeah, this is actually my current favorite bag, but my point is, I kind of develop like an obsession with 1 or 2 bags, and I just use those over and over and over. And I have bags that I have never worn. And I just thought there's no point in me having so many handbags if there's bags I literally have not worn. One of which being my Dior Lady Mini, the gray one. So cute. That one right there. I have never worn it. I've had it for like 2 years and I've never worn it. And it's so beautiful. And I think in hindsight, I should have got a black one or maybe a beige one or something, because the gray just doesn't go with as much of my wardrobe. But anyway, so long story short, I'm rambling again, but long story short, I did not need that many handbags, and I just decluttered a ton of them, and I kept only the ones that I actually used or could see myself actually wearing. So yeah, so that is the closet. A little bit longer winded than I wanted to make it, but you guys, I know a lot of you guys are very interested in decluttering and organization, so I did want to update that with you. So I'm just going to give you another like quick pan around the room. So this is my room essentially. That's everything I have. The closet is definitely more extravagant than it was 5 or 6 years ago, but something I have really developed a taste for is designer bags. That's become a huge thing for me, and also shoes. So yeah, but I do use everything that's in here, and if I don't, it finds a new home. So that's it for today's bedroom tour, you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that it gave you a little bit of inspiration in terms of either cleaning or organizing or decluttering or something like that. That's always something that I feel I am very inspired to do, is to help other people feel inspired to do that. So I hope that you enjoyed, and I'll see you all very soon in my next one. Bye for now.